few comments for the last 5 or 6 years about the senior class, things that we've done. Several years ago, about 9 years ago, I stood up here when I was student council sponsor and told a war story. And Mr. Bolton was principal, and he told me not to tell him a war story. Well, I hadn't told one since Mr. Carter got here, so I'll tell a war story until he tells me not to tell him more. But I do want to say one of the greatest compliments they say that anybody can have is to be imitated. I want to give a special Lee Claire. Excuse me, Lee, you were great. I'll save that. I want a tape of that, Scott, because that was really great. But I never actually flew with Colin Powell in action. I flew with Colin Powell from Washington, D.C. to Omaha, Nebraska back in 1972. I did know those people. I've known Strom Thurmond since he was governor. And I did fly over the march from Selma to Birmingham when I was in the Air Force. So everything he said was true. He just exaggerated a little bit. Many years ago, when I was in the Air Force, as you know, but many years ago before I was even married, I was in Korea flying weather recon, and over the Yalu River, we were over there for 90 days, and we got shot at from the ground. Naturally, I was in the tail end of the B-25, and we dropped over weather balloons out. We got shot at, and we'd see these spots come up, the bright flashes on the ground, and we knew that they were shooting at us. We were always happy when we could go back into Dakota Air Base in Japan, because we knew that we had some bright spots there. We could see the runway, and that was safe home for us. And the same thing when I went through Vietnam several times in 66 and 67, flying to Thailand. Out of Guam, we would go over there and land in Saigon. You always had to land there to get your tax break. And you got a tax break from one month to the next, and you take off. And as you flew out over Viet Cong held territory, you got shot at again. Those were a little bigger planes, and those were flashes, and you see Bangkok landing field there where we were going, and those would be our bright spots. And be glad to be getting into someplace where you were safe and dependable. You get a good night's sleep, you wouldn't get shot at. This class has been like flying through a war. Some never knowing who is going to take a shot at you, at me, or one of us, or one of them. It's been a up and down thing, kind of like the stock market. The business cycle, as I taught them in economics, they have the peaks and the troughs. First of all, I want to recognize what I call some bright spots. And I take my privilege as being the senior sponsor of doing that. The whole front row, I would like all of them to stand. Thank you. They have been very cooperative in everything, as you see. Cliff Mansfield has done a tremendous job on the prophecy play. And Thomas was right there with him. He was a man behind the scenes, got everything together along with another bright spot.